It's critical for our life, for our future, that we grow in these relationships and that we grow in these networking connections that we have, because there's power in connection. I promise you that. Welcome back to Get Your Rear in Gear with Lori. I'm your host, Lori McAfee. And today, I want to ask you a challenging question. As we're approaching 2024 and the last couple weeks here of 2023, in 1 year from now, if nothing changes from today, where will you be? What will your life be like? That is such a powerful question that causes us to inquire about our life and where we are. And it's such a reminder to me that if nothing changes, we become stagnant. Just like the pond that's on my father-in-law's farm, there's no motion to it. There's no living water flowing into it. It's not that constant motion of flow. And it's become stagnant. And there's nothing living in it. It's just a pond setting with algae growing over the top of it. It lacks the growth. It lacks the vitality. And same thing for us. When we become stagnant like that pond, we lack the growth, we lack the vitality, and we lack the progression. And we can wake up in a year from now and there's still no pleasure in our life. We're not any happier. There's not any more joy than what we had before. Our dreams are sitting on a shelf collecting dust, or they're so far hidden in our heart that we will never find them. We've become complacent. We're in our comfort zone. And these routines that we have of going through the motions every day are safe. They're comfortable, but it's unproductive. We're very limited personally and professionally, and we're not moving forward. We don't set goals. We just let life pass us by, drifting aimlessly, floating along. And when we drift aimlessly and we're drifting away, that's a really dangerous place to be, because then our identity goes along with that and we lose a sense of self, and that we don't have direction in our lives. And so whenever this happens, we begin to question life, question ourselves. What's the purpose of life? What's my purpose? Is there any meaning to this? And that just comes along with some fear. And we fear changing. Even though we're seeking these answers, we fear change to try to discover what they are. Because again, it doesn't feel safe. We've never been there before. And that's part of the problem with change, is that we don't know what it's like to be where we've never been. But it's okay. We've never been in tomorrow either. But it's not good to live in the past. So why don't we try to move forward into that and see what that's going to feel like? Give it a chance. Try something new. Set goals. Set goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are achievable, that are relevant and time-bound. That smells smart goals, by the way. And these will set a clear path forward to where you're going. Challenge yourself to set a goal. I set big goals in 2023, and they're even bigger for 2024. And I'm going to keep setting these goals because I'm going to keep challenging myself to try something new. And embrace the change. I've embraced a lot of change that has come along with, even in the dental practice. In this past year, one of the hardest things I think for me to do was to step away from working with my husband. He and I have worked together side by side for 25 years. And walking away from the dental practice in January will be a year, was very difficult. Now, I'm not fully out of there. I still work part-time, 2 half days a week, but it was hard. It was hard on both of us. It was hard for me to relinquish that control, and it was hard on him for me to relinquish that control as well. But we've done it, and we've both grown, And we've seen these opportunities in ways that we've never seen before by stepping out of our comfort zone. We're continuously learning new things. He's learning new things as a dentist. I'm learning new things as a life coach, a speaker, and an author. And we find people that we can talk to about these, because here's the thing: when we become stagnant like that pond, a lot of times we also become a recluse. And in that, we don't want to talk to people about it because we think no one's ever felt the way that I feel. I guarantee you, you're not alone. We've all experienced where you're at. So find someone to talk to about it. That's one thing that I do as a life coach. I help you figure all this out. And something that I used to do a lot was compare myself. And I would compare myself to other people in every aspect of my life, y'all. And when I stopped comparing myself to other people and I started comparing myself to where I was yesterday, it was a game changer. Because here's the thing: I'm not those people. I can't be the way they are. I can't do the same things they're doing. We all are going somewhere, and we're all meant to get there. But let's get there in our own time and in our own way, and not compare ourselves to someone else's journey and to their life. We're not them. It's so important that we try new things. We set goals. We embrace the change. We continue to learn. We don't compare ourselves, and we talk to someone else. Those things are so important, and they're going to benefit us so much because we're going to grow. We're going to move into these new opportunities and these new experiences, and it's going to lead us down a road that we probably never thought we would even be on. But it's so good for us. And setting these goals and achieving them and watching these take root and accomplishing these, it really is something to celebrate. And it's okay, y'all, to celebrate yourself. It's really fun. I promise. You can celebrate where you are because you're not who you used to be. I'm different today than I was yesterday. It's only been 24 hours, but I'm still different today than I was yesterday. And that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. I make choices every day that move me to be a better person, and to be the person that I was created to be. And I've learned to be very adaptable. Adaptable to shift, adaptable to things that are to being flexible, to not making things so about me and so self-centered. And that has made me a much more resilient person, because when these obstacles come along, I look at it as an opportunity. I don't look at it as an obstacle any longer. I look at it as an opportunity. I got to figure my way out around this. So it's just an obstacle, but there's an opportunity laying there for me on the other side of it. And I'm going to find out what it is. And I challenge you to do the same thing. Don't just look at it and stop. Be adaptable, learn to be resilient, and learn to be flexible in the shift. This is going to just make life so much better, because you're going to realize that whenever we look at ourselves and we question, if nothing changes, where will I be in a year from now? Our relationships are going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. This morning, I'll give you just an example. My husband and I both have made some changes personally that have moved us more toward a better marriage, to being a better Christian, to being a better person overall, a better mom, a better dad. We've just made some changes in our personal lives. But he and I were both talking this morning about our life and where we are, and how we've just made these connections spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And it has really enhanced our relationship. And making these changes, not only has it enhanced our relationship as in our marriage, but it's enhanced our relationship with other people. We've learned to communicate better. And I've been away from him more than I've been away from him ever in 32 years. But that also has given me an opportunity to grow grow personally and professionally in the networking and the communication and the community that I've been involved in. It's critical for our life, for our future, that we grow in these relationships and that we grow in these networking connections that we have, because there's power in connection. I promise you that. When we look at where we are and we look at all the things that I've talked about, we are complacent. We don't set goals. We're afraid of change. So those are problems. Those are, the situation that we're in if nothing changes. So how do you do that? You set goals. You embrace change. You continually learn. You try something new. You don't compare yourself. You talk to someone. Those are going to be ways to help you improve from being stagnant. And what are you going to benefit from? You're going to be a better person. You're going to be happier. You're going to have more pleasure, and you're going to move from pain to purpose and pleasure. And there's a lot of joy in that, y'all. There's going to be that adaptability and building that resilience and enhancing, like I said, all these relationships. And you're going to be motivated. You're going to be more satisfied in your life, and you're going to be more motivated to continue moving forward. I don't want to just settle where I'm at. I want to know what else is on the other side for me. And this is not this question of, if nothing changes in a year, where will I be? It's not just a question of self-assessment. It is a wake-up call, because it is time to take action. It is time to do something different this year. It's about realizing our path to fulfilling and more fulfilling life that is continually growing and that has vitality, progression, joy and pleasure to it. And we're no longer stagnant. It's not comfortable to stay stagnant. We realize that there's not life there. There's not emotion. There's not that living water flowing in. And like I said earlier, that my husband says, the only thing that is constant is change. And so let's ask ourselves, if nothing changes, where will we be? Well, y'all, 2024 is coming, and that is a door to endless possibilities and potentials. And let's just embrace that. And don't just be someone who stands by and watches everything else go past you and become more stagnant in a year from now than what we are right now. Let this question be a catalyst into a transformative journey to being more fulfilling and a dynamic and a purpose-driven life. Whenever we become stagnant, and this can so relate to our spiritual life, stay connected to God's word. Stay connected to people. Stay connected to yourself. Those are going to really be very beneficial for you too. So again, ask yourself, in a year from now, if nothing changes, where will I be? And really sit with that question and answer it, and see what it's going to take for you to move forward to be the person that you were created to be. Because I promise you, it's a lot better when we move forward and we have that motion and that living water of life flowing into us. So I hope that there has been something today that has been beneficial to you, and that you're going to carry into 2024 with you. I was going to say 2022, carry into 2024 with you, and that you're going to have an unbelievable year. My word for 2024 is breakthrough. And there's a lot of reasons in that, but that's my word, because I truly believe that 2024 is going to be a year that there's a lot of people that are going to have breakthroughs in a lot of huge aspects of their life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I'm holding on to that. And so for you, I want you to keep moving forward to be the person that you were created to be. And if you've liked this podcast, and I hope that you have, in this YouTube, that you will go and you will subscribe, and that you will share this. And, whenever you subscribe to it, that way you never miss another episode. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. And I hope that y'all are able to take something away. And like I said earlier, until next time, keep moving forward to be the person that you were created to be. In the fiery tapestry of life, where imperfection strives to find authenticity and purpose in a fallen world, my book, Burning Hope, rises as a beacon of redemption, love, and resilience. The book casts a spotlight on the profound interaction between self-worth, self-expression, and the unyielding power of love, painting a vivid picture of human desire and the trials of faith. At the heart of the narrative lies the touching story of Gabby and Griffin. Their relationship, laden with unexpected twists and obstacles, is a reflection of the unmistakable human yearning for love and acceptance. Both characters, like many of us, grapple with the feelings of abandonment, shame, and despair. As they navigate their paths, they are often entangled by the worldly temptations, illustrating the delicate dance between romance and faith. Yet the story isn't just about love's challenges. It's a profound exploration of personal growth. The narrative delves into struggles of clarity and confidence, revealing that these are not just individual battles, but universal ones. The character's journey highlights the role of faith as an anchor, guiding them through their darkest hour. Burning Hope drives home the transformative message that confronting our pain instead of escaping it is a true pathway to healing. And it's through God's grace, depicted as a gentle breeze amid life's raging fire, that we encounter redemption. As Gabby and Griffin discover love possesses the incredible power to mend the invisible scars of their past, proving that it is never too late to find redemption and step into the life that was destined for us. In the end, Burning Hope stands not just as a tale, but a poignant reflection of life itself, affirming that even amidst the fiercest storms of despair and betrayal, the ember of hope, fueled by love and faith, can burn eternally bright.